Hey, what's going on, guys? The past few days have been pretty great with the release of a ton of new Halo Infinite goodness, including a new campaign cutscene, lots of multiplayer gameplay, and additional insights on customization. Instead of doing a full breakdown of everything we've seen, today I'm going to just share my overall thoughts and opinions in a quick little video on things that I really liked and stuff that stood out to me in the reveal. Alright, let's start with the campaign cutscene, which looks like a continuation of the 2019 Discover Hope trailer. Right off the bat, I love this entire sequence of Master Chief navigating his way through the debris field of metal, vehicles, and bodies. It really shows off how skilled and intelligent Chief is with how he uses his environment to his advantage. Throwing and shooting fusion coils to create a vacuum to get sucked through, or flinging this dead jackal while simultaneously getting a new clip for his pistol and landing in the back of this warthog to stop his momentum. Chief's body language is also executed extremely well in this sequence, with him being respectful of the fallen Marines, which you can clearly see have an effect on him. He's so gentle and careful with their bodies, not wanting to disturb their final resting place. Even later on, he refuses to meet new Cortana's gaze at moments because he's visibly uncomfortable with her, since she probably reminds him of his friendship with the original Cortana. This is the type of body language and character writing that gets me excited. It gives me serious Combat Evolved Chief vibes with a dash of Halo 4. Next up, when Chief started getting Cortana flashbacks, I instantly got chills. With what Cortana is saying about dying and asking how you'd live your life with that echo effect on her voice reminds me of the Halo 3 announcement trailer with her distorted messages.
I have defied gods and demons. I am your shield. I am your sword.
I know you. Your past. Your future. I need you to understand. There's not much time. If you knew how you were going to die, you knew how you were going to die. How would you live your life differently? How would you live your life differently?
I also love that Chief jumps straight into this Banish hangar for two reasons. First, I'm a sucker for space station, ship levels in video games, especially Halo. The Pillar of Autumn, Truth and Reconciliation, Cairo Station, and Dawn are some of my favorite levels in the Halo series, and with Infinite's possible opening level taking place inside a Banish-style ship, it would be a dream come true for me. And second, it's a nice little spin on those classic levels I just mentioned where Master Chief is either repelling attackers or infiltrating with multiple squads of Marines. In this scenario, Chief is the one attacking, with the Banish having to repel him from their ship. Chief being alone could also be a nice callback to one of Halo 2's cut missions, where instead of blowing up the Covenant ship with a bomb, he boards it by himself and destroys it from the inside. Regardless, I can't wait to explore a Banish ship in first person. And finally, let's discuss this new AI buddy. Let me just say, I'm in love with this new Cortana, or some people are calling her Cortuna, or her official designation, the Weapon. I don't care what she's called, she's adorable and must be protected at all costs. Her entire personality, from her voice to her facial expressions and even her body movements, give off an unsure vibe, suggesting that she's a newborn AI that's still trying to figure things out. I really like that she's uncertain on how to behave and act in front of Chief, because it creates a good contrast to the original Cortana, who was always snarky and confident. Like this little detail of her relaxing from standing at attention and shrugging when Chief's back is turned, and then when he starts to turn back, she snaps back to her pose. All of these little details, along with Jen Taylor's phenomenal acting, make this new Cortana a real delight.
Did you hit your head or something?
Overall, this entire campaign sequence just oozes atmosphere, sadness, and then excitement, like we're starting a great journey. If the entire campaign has this level of detail and storytelling, this could truly be the greatest Halo campaign the series has ever seen. Now, moving on to the multiplayer side of things, I generally really liked what I saw. The gameplay looks solid, with it at the moment seeming like the perfect blend of classic Halo with a more modern touch to it. The guns definitely have some weight to them, with the extra detail on the AR, BR, Commando, Bulldog, and Sidekick looking fantastic. This Ricochet weapon, whether it's a redesign of the scatter shot or something entirely new, looks hella fun to use, and the Skewer is a beast and will probably be my new favorite power weapon. The grapple shot continues to look like a blast, and the new repulsor really looks like it could shake things up in some gunfights with its deflection and boosting to different heights. All the new maps that were shown look dynamic and interesting, with the sand map Behemoth and the map taking place in Mombasa, Bazaar, definitely my two favorites. The new medals No Scope, Bank Shot, and Grapple Jack are freaking awesome, and I can't wait to see what new medals are revealed later on. I do hope that the Perfect medal makes a return in Infinite, because Jeff Steitzer saying Perfect in Infinite's multiplayer would be heaven to my ears.
Perfect.
The amount of customization options shown are gonna be crazy in the final game, with all the different armors and accessories like these robot arms and legs. Speaking of armor, they all look incredible, but the new soldier design is probably my favorite out of the bunch shown. The new personal AI feature sounds really interesting, with the possibility of having tons of great appearances, like the Superintendent, Auntie Dot, original Cortana, new Cortana, heck even non-AI Halo characters like Johnson, Captain Keyes, or even Chips Dubbo. The new AI Lumu looks pretty cool, and her lines are pretty funny as well.
Hello, let's do some damage.
Please haul ass at your earliest convenience.
The new Academy is such a brilliant idea for Halo in multiple ways, giving us the ability to warm up without having to go into matchmaking and play against some sweaty kids is amazing. The inclusion of bots also makes me so happy. Now I can load up any custom game and just goof off, or add a couple extra bodies on the battlefield if I'm hosting a private game night. I've been waiting years for Halo to have bots, and now that it's a reality, it'll make Infinite's multiplayer experience that much better. Some other small details I really liked. The Avery J. Johnson Academy of Military Science is an awesome in-universe tribute to the most badass Marine to ever join the Corps. If all the other maps have small details like these, it would be huge for the in-universe world building. We finally see the return of Blood, which looks great and was severely lacking in Halo 5. This intro type thing where the camera zooms in and then shifts to your first-person perspective is pretty cool. The vehicle physics looks super fun, like when the Warthog gets hit by the skewer, it totally gets launched into the air. It now looks like you can sprint with the flag, which makes me happy because I'm a horrible flag juggler. The oddball design looks great, and the ragdoll physics looks wacky hilarious. Now the only two things I wasn't really that fond of was the gravity hammer seemingly having its gravity manipulation effect nerfed, and the ability to hold on to power-ups like overshield or camo and activating them whenever you want. For the gravity hammer, the whole point of that weapon is the ability to launch players, vehicles, and weapons all around the map in a goofy, hilarious way, and for that effect to be lessened or straight up removed is just a huge missed opportunity for some awesome clips. I mean, it's literally called a gravity hammer for a reason. Now for the ability to hang on to power-ups, my first reaction is of skepticism. The thought of fighting someone and getting them one shot and then they randomly pull out an overshield sounds incredibly infuriating. But on the other hand, it does seem like it takes a good couple of seconds to use it, so maybe it can work. I really just need to play and see it more in effect to really make a final decision on it. Anyway, that's about it. Overall, I'm really happy with what we were shown and hope that the flighting happens relatively soon because I can't wait to play this game. But I'd like to know what you guys thought of all this footage. Drop me a comment down below telling me what your favorite part of the reveal was. If you want to get more connected with me, give me a follow on Twitter at EBR_Halo, where I tweet Halo related topics and some other stuff. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, share. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.